go up to the docks, the North St Catherine's, you can smell the spice. You know, at dusk, about 6 o'clock at night, you can smell the spices and what have you. If you go to West India Dock, you can smell the rum and the noise of the docks. Chains going and things like that. Crowded with boats. You go all the different docks, all boats in there, all different sorts and sizes, you know.
We'd be burning dirty fuels. There'd be a lot of pallor of smoke hanging over everything. Everything would be grimy, dirty. There'd be a lot of cranes swinging about, great big cranes, and sort of ships just gracefully lining up. Ships going into the dock, ships coming out the dock, ships waiting to go in, lighters full of cargo, and just tens of thousands of mainly men, you know, working, getting everything moving, stuff coming in, stuff going out.
If you didn't work in the docks, there was factories everywhere around Custom House and Canning Town, and you'd work in a factory that could be doing something for the docks, ship repairing or providing supplies and one thing and another.
I remember the big large walls around the docks, so we never saw inside the docks, so all I remember is the men lining up for work outside and then going through the gates, and that was it until they came home from work. So the docks was a bit of a mystery as I was growing up.
It was part of way of life. The docks were a part of way of life for you. Whether you was thieving off the barges as a kid and selling what you got, especially peanuts in pier just from here, Cherry Garden Pier. I fell in the Thames twice.
Well, it was a fun place because we played on the river, swim in the water. You couldn't buy a pair of shorts then, you didn't buy shorts, swimming costume, you couldn't afford it. And so your mother used to knit them. You swim and all of a sudden they start stretching down here, right? And so what we used to do was, it is ridiculous, this is. They were soaking wet, and we used to take them off, right? And sling them. In the early days, in the late 40s and the 50s, you had a lot of American tourists, you know? And so we used to stand there going, starkers, no clothes on, going, hey, you like that. Of course, the Americans, they thought, look at those poor East Londoners, Lord, no, poor children, no clothes. They used to throw us money.
It affected our childhood because my dad relied on work there, which wasn't always guaranteed, so it was nice to see when there was big ships in the docks, because then we knew that Dad had quite a lot of work to do, but if there wasn't many ships in, we knew that, you know, he didn't have work that day, so we were sort of always looking towards the docks to make sure they was busy.